Great morning to you beautiful people. I'm your motivational coach, personal trainer, Don Rodriguez. It is January 27th. I believe it's around 7:30. Before we get into the video, I want to send a lot of prayers, an abundance of prayers to Kobe Bryant and his family. We know about the tragic accident that happened yesterday in the helicopter. Woke up this morning with a different level of motivation because of that story. Here's a man who gave his all to something that he believed in, was extremely incredible and great at what he did, impacted a lot of people's lives, a legend. Definitely gone way too soon. To also hear that he lost his daughter in the process, amongst other people, but to lose his 13-year-old daughter, it's just motivation to take life serious, you know. Life is very precious. It's not about how much money you have in the bank. It's not about your accomplishments, what you've done or have not done. It's about the people that you love and the people that love you, and knowing that life is temporary. We have to do a better job at life and living life. Life is an art. Just because you wake up and go through your day does not mean you are truly living, you know. Here's a man who had money and credibility and was loved all around the world, and once you know, once death comes, it comes, and it doesn't matter about all those things. It's about who you are as a person and what you leave behind. So condolences to his family, prayers to all those who were true supporters of that individual, who truly believed, because there was a lot of people who didn't like Kobe Bryant. There's a lot of people that didn't like the Black Mamba, you know. So don't be jumping on no bandwagon. Still send your prayers out and things like that, but it just shows we got to do a better job as humanity, you know. One of the things that inspired me, amongst many things from Kobe Bryant, is when he was having knee problems and he had to get knee surgery, and the rehabilitation that he had to go through, and then to come back after rehabilitation, to come back even harder, you know, that shows dedication and discipline. As you know, I'm a personal trainer, a motivational coach. I'm very serious about what I do. I can say about 8 months ago, I was homeless for 2.5 years from coming from LA. There are certain things I didn't agree with, did not want to sell my soul in certain regards, as they would say. It put me in a bad position with people, and I had to start all the way from the bottom. If you saw the cars that I was driving, the positions that I was in, you would know that I had a certain level of success. I still had a long way to go, but I had a certain level of success. But I was homeless for almost 2 years, and I'm talking about full-fledged, sleeping outside, trying to find places to sleep, trying not to get robbed. You know, it was a challenge, and I've only been out of that circumstance for 8 months now. I'll be 38 this year, and the only reason why I'm not ashamed to say my age and my testimony goes deep is because when you truly believe in something and you have faith in something beyond what you can see and what people are telling you, and when you can press through the negativity and people downing you, the people that, you know, were there for you when you had nice things and when you were in position, and then when you fall from grace and you lose all those things, you see who's really there for you. And real quick, I want to give a big shout out to King Kev. That's what I call him, Kevin Blackburn. Mr. Kevin Blackburn, I want to thank you for having faith in me. I want to thank you and your beautiful queen, Debbie Blackburn, for taking the time to invest in me beyond the material. You know, this man a few days ago sent me a text message, and in that text message, he called me son. And I'm a man who has never had a father, and I've never had my mother. So to receive a text message of a man calling you son, it does something to you. You know, you go your whole life pushing to become something when it's so easy to go the other way. But you believe in something greater, and you want to become something greater, and to have somebody say, I see you as my son, I'm gonna treat you like my son, that just does something to you to make you want to be greater, even better. It's like going through a rehabilitation and coming back even stronger, like the Black Mamba, like Kobe Bryant. So a big shout out to Mr. Kevin Blackburn, King Kev. A big shout out to Men's Prayer every Saturday morning, Shiloh Church. Thank you guys for saving my life. Thank you for motivating me. I appreciate it. I know this video is a little bit long, but we're getting ready to get into part 2. This is part 1. I love you all. Stay motivated, stay encouraged, stay inspired, invest in your health. invest in your health. You can invest in all these material things. You can invest in all this technology. But the one thing that's the most important thing is your well-being. Your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your emotions, your instincts, your intuition, your discernment. Invest in these things and invest in people. Stop just wasting money and spending money and investing in clothes and cars and your house and things like that. Start investing in people again. Invest in people. There are people out here hurting, and all they're doing, just like me, is looking for somebody to give them the opportunity, to prove and to showcase that they believe in themselves and that they are worth something and that they're not a nobody, but they are somebody. So I thank you for taking the time to watch this long video, but hey, sometimes we got to get it in. I appreciate you all. I love you all in abundance, peace, power, and prosperity to you, continuously upon you and your loved ones. This is Don Rodriguez, your motivational coach, your personal trainer. Let's get it in. Peace and love.